Hey there, you degenerates, Mio here, aka Lazy Waifu Hunter, and today I'm going to be talking about something controversial, and that is to not nerf these WWE units. I will be listing my reasons why. These units are not as strong as people make them out to be. They don't break the game, they only shift the meta. Now, in my last video, I did put on my thumbnail that these units break the meta. That is true. They break it to the point where it shifts a lot of units that have armor skills like Goynitz and Rugal that relied on them to be able to be used to play differently once these characters hit 50%, because they gain an ability to disable super armor, not hyper armor, super armor. Yes, WrestleMania seems to only affect super armor from when I read these skill descriptions, but hyper armor is considered a different type of armor. So we're gonna go with each of these fighters and show off I'm gonna give you a detailed reason why some of these guys are not as strong as you make them out to be. There are tubers that are trying to influence saying and then telling the people, you know, that don't really know much about this game to why these units need to be nerfed, and I don't think that's the case, because these units are stable. They don't really do much. As I said before, they're not really all that powerful as people are trying to overblow it up. So we're gonna go through the codex. I do have all these wrestlers. I spent quite a bit of money to get all 6 and their cards. I don't have Thug Cena yet, so we're gonna look at John Cena, one of the first batch of the fest. He's a balance type unit, purple. He has 114,000 HP, 6,133 attack, 5,283 defense. His core effects: 12% grab skill attack damage increase, attack plus 630, HP plus 10,500, abnormal status resist stun, decreases stun duration by 30%, continuous damage resist bleed, drops bleed damage by 20%, 1,520 defense increase, hustle, loyalty, respect, becomes immune to poison shock when HP is 30% or more. His PvP exclusive skill gains 3% power when attacked by an enemy with super armor or hyper armor. Cooldown 1 second. If HP is 49% or less, decreases damage received by 50% and 50% chance to stun the attacker for 1.5 seconds when attacked. PvP exclusive, WrestleMania. If HP is 50% or less, ignores the target's super armor upon landing an active skill. The cooldown of this is 25 seconds, increases attack by 30%. Let's take a look at his skills. Drop kick combination inflicts damage equal to 739% of attack to an enemy, increases attack by 35% of defense for 7 seconds when using a skill. PvP exclusive disables targets grab active skills for 3 seconds when a successful skill, guard included, ends. Clothesline inflicts damage equal to 612% of an attack to an enemy, gains hyper armor, super armor, and damage immunity for 3 seconds. Can be used while being attacked only while standing. One-handed bulldog inflicts damage equal to 620% of attack to an enemy, decreases target's defense by 30% for 7 seconds upon a successful skill, including guard. So John Cena's playstyle is actually to be a type of staller. He has more or less a defensive type build, and when I've seen him being played in Korea servers, he's one of those characters that's really ridiculously tanky. He's not like overpowered because his damage is kind of like half and half. He has defense conversion, he has damage increase, but then when I actually really see him and he's fighting against other defense based characters and balanced characters, he's not really doing a lot for himself. He's good against squishy characters like attackers, but other than that, he's not really that remarkable in terms of damage, and you can pretty much just easily burst him down if you're using fighters like Geese and stuff that are Geese, Ignis, Lady Zero, These units are built to burst units like him down. Just stall him down, just strike him hard, and he won't really be able to do much. That's one of his weaknesses. He's not great in the damage department, but he has a lot of stalling potential. So now we're gonna take a look at the Rock. He has 74,864 HP, 8,988 attack, 1,808 defense. Core effects: 12%. 12% grab skill attack damage increase, critical damage rate plus 18%, attack plus 1,050. Increases type of attack balance, increases damage against balance types units by 6%. Continuous damage enhanced bleed, 20% bleed attack damage increase, 256 penetration increase. The most electrifying man recovers HP by 1% every 1 second for 5 when attacked by a bleeding enemy. Cooldown 13 seconds. Deal additional damage equal to 100% of attack when attacking a bleeding enemy. PvP exclusive. Decreases attacker's attack by 40% for 3 seconds when attacked by an enemy with super armor or hyper armor. The People's Eyebrow. Gains super armor for 4 seconds when attacked while immune to freeze and chilled. PvP exclusive. WrestleMania. If HP is 50% or less, ignores the target's super armor upon landing an active skill. Increases attack by 30%. Skills: Jumping Clothesline. Inflicts damage equal to 619% of attack to an enemy. Gains super armor for 3 seconds when using a skill. Decreases damage received by 70% for 3 seconds. Increases attack by 28% for 7 seconds upon a successful attack. Samoan Drop. Inflicts damage equal to 634% of attack to an enemy. Applies bloodshed for 6 seconds to the target upon a successful attack, guard included. Deals bleed damage equal to 30% of attack every 1 second. Decreases HP recovery by 80%. Deals additional damage equal to 150% of attack to all enemies upon successful attack, guard included. Can be used while being attacked, only while standing. Inflicts damage equal to 600 belly to belly suplex. Inflicts damage equal to 697% of attack to an enemy. Applies bloodshed for 6 seconds to the target upon a successful attack, guard included. Deals bleed damage equal to 30% of attack every 1 second and decreases HP recovery by 80%. So Rock is literally Goynitz. He is a variation of Goynitz with more defensive cores and more of his cores having to do with bleed. Because as you can see, he's like a literal variation of a glass cannon. He doesn't have projectiles. He pretty much has a really great infinite. And and as I said before, he is one of those characters that can easily be bursted down. You pretty much have a Goynitz against them in Championship. Goynitz can pretty much do the same level of damage that he can to the Rock. Rock will get melted easily. You run Rugal. Rugal will just if he has his if he hits his stun, he hits his hit grab, he hits his genocide kick, then he uses ult, Rock is dead. He's just the epitome of a glass cannon. He can be countered within the first 50% of HP with armor because most of his skills are grabs. Grabs did get buffed. They do more damage now, even if they fail to grab. But that doesn't change a lot. It basically just shows that the Rock can easily be bursted down if using bursters, and he's also weak to balance and defender type units that do a lot of damage, like Nameless. And also I believe from what I covered John Cena, he actually disables grabs because I'm trying to get this stuff off my head. Yeah, he could actually be countered by John Cena if he has grab disable on his skills. Then this is pretty much it. I don't have Thug Cena. I'm gonna try to get him, so that's that. Rock is a glass cannon. He's easy to just burst down. Just grab anybody that, like I said, Geese, Lady Zero, Goinitz, How, Genjuro, you know, any of these units that are meant to damage can pretty easily take down the Rock. And so finally within the FES units, you know, we have the Undertaker. This was one of my most anticipated units in the entire game. I really wanted him. I got him in my first couple multis, down the halfway point. After I was able to, like, you know, really wail for him. So that's that. So Undertaker, 10,000 to 102,591 HP, 5,171 attack, 8,422 defense. Core effects: skill enhanced strike. He's a striker. 12% strike skill attack damage increase. Guard defense plus 720. Defense plus 1,900. Power gain 15%. Power charge rate increase. Type of attack. He actually does more damage to attack type units. So he's actually a pretty good counter against the Rock. HP plus 8,400. Deadman Petrify immunity. He pretty much cucks Mukai. PvP exclusive. Increases enemies' active skill cooldowns by 3% when receiving a critical hit. Lord of Darkness. Decreases damage received by 80% for 4 seconds and resets active skill cooldowns when HP is 30% or less. PvP exclusive. WrestleMania. If HP is 50% or less, ignores targets. You know, it's basically the same thing as every other unit. It ignores super armor upon landing an active skill, gains attack by 30%. Let's take a look at his skills. Shadow Trap. Inflicts damage equal to 645% of attack to an enemy. Petrifies an enemy for 1.5 seconds upon a successful attack. PvP exclusive. Disables target's roll for 3 seconds upon a successful attack or guard. Rapid Punch combination. Inflicts damage equal to 720% of attack to an enemy. Can be used while being attacked, only while standing. PvP exclusive. Disables target's strike skill active skills for 3 seconds when successful skill guard included ends. Inflicts damage equal to 600. That's his Rapid Punch combination. His Double Axe Handle combination inflicts damage equal to 643% of attack to an enemy. Gains super armor for 3 seconds when using a skill. Increases attack by 40% of defense for 6 seconds when using a skill. PvP exclusive. Decreases target's defense by 35% for 3 seconds when successfully hitting a target with super armor or hyper armor. So Undertaker's, I'm actually trying to beg for Netmarble on this. I actually want Undertaker to have a guard breaker. Reason why is because yes, he does have a power gauge increase skill in his cores, but the main problem is that both of his skills, especially his skill 1 and skill 2, are close range. And one of his biggest problems is the same with Mukai. The skills aren't really helpful to gain power charge. When you have units like Rimuru and Charlotte, the reason why they're able to do so well is because their skills are able to hit multiple times in fast succession, allowing them to build up power gauge fast. Undertaker, on the other hand, does not. He is suffering from what I call Mukai syndrome, which is a hard hitter but unable to do what he's supposed to do, to say the least. Because as I said, he has a PG gain skill, but he doesn't gain it fast enough with the type of abilities that he has that are not really multi-hit and fast. He's a slow Goliath that his job is to basically hit hard while being a tanky mofo. While Mukai, on the other hand, is a hard hitter with low defense, while his only defensive ability is to petrify people on hit. So Undertaker desperately needs a guard break. Either that, we need the other 2 sets that Japan and Korea have, like, as soon as possible, because some characters can't really be played without those 2 sets, especially Ryugo. Ryugo set is one of the best sets for a lot of non-guard breakers. His set gives 10% guard ignore on hit. So if he hits an enemy per hit, Each hit gives you a 10% chance to ignore guard, and that is actually great for the Undertaker. I want Undertaker to be more than what he is. He is a great unit, you know, and you know his main stance is to pretty much just be a staller, a type of specialist in a way. You know, his main goal is to, he's not like John Cena level of stalling. He's more of a type of like defensive berserker in a way. He's meant to like hit like constantly and hit hard. You can feel it in his moves. He's just, you know, he's that great, you know, and I love using him, you know, but the problem is that championship is broken. I can't really play in championship because I tried playing it earlier and it desynced, like it desyncs bad, like really bad. So that covers the FES units for WWE. So that's all I can say, you know, to you guys. You know, whatever I say here, if it doesn't change your mind, you know, that's up to you. But these units are not as broken as you make them out to be. I've watched Korean streams, especially the one that's supposedly the #1 KR player. Last time I watched him, he got deranked to rank 2 because he lost a lot of points when going against when he lost to silver players. Yes, he actually lost to silver and gold players. You know, that's how, you know, that's how balanced these units are. Those players that fought him that weren't using WWE still beat him, aka the Gen 3. So I really do think that people are blowing this out of the water. You know, those that are in lower tier are indeed crying for these nerfs, and I don't really think that's fair. So you guys be the judge. I don't want to wring this video out for too long, so thank you for watching, and if you do like the content, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you degenerates later. See ya.